Well, any effective selection process is going to be fair, consistent, objective, and efficient. And this is particularly important with small companies, particularly the efficiency aspect of it. If you're a fast-growing small company, you don't have a lot of time to spend in your recruitment process, so your process needs to be efficient, be fair, move quickly in everything from setting up the job to begin with to getting candidates to apply to getting through your interview process. So if you keep that in mind in anything you're doing related to your applicant selection process, then that's going to be a good start. So starting off by having that solid understanding up front of what the duties and responsibilities of the job are, what the minimum qualifications, the preferred qualifications and the attributes are of the job, having all that written down and validated as much as possible, setting up your job posting it in the right places. You don't want to be posting your job in places that are going to produce the wrong candidates. So perfectly okay if you're posting the job on your company website and mostly looking for candidates through referrals or on LinkedIn or even using a search firm. If you think that those are the sources that are going to produce the top candidates for you, then leverage those as efficiently and effectively as possible. Then be reactive to the candidate's needs. So if a candidate is applied, particularly if they were referred or came through a search firm, then follow up with that candidate quickly. Especially if they're active candidates on the market, they're probably going to be considering other opportunities as well. If you approach them and you got them interested in the job, you don't want to leave them hanging and wondering about where they stand in the process. So, if you find a good quality candidate, have a conversation with them over the phone, that phone screen, bring them in for the interview if they feel like they're a strong enough candidate to interview, and move through the process to get to an offer and a hire as quickly as possible. One thing candidates really don't like, particularly candidates who are not particularly active candidates, so like referred candidates or search firm candidates are often like this. They don't like to be left waiting. And this is a problem that a lot of candidates with a lot of organizations experience. They apply, they don't hear back for a couple weeks, and they have the phone screen, they don't hear back for a couple weeks. The interview, they don't hear back for a month. And that they find that to be terribly frustrating, and it doesn't necessarily reflect well on you as an employer as well. So I like to just simply think of the golden rule in this type of situation. Treat your candidates like the way you would want to be treated. Understanding that you're busy, you have a lot of other things to do, but again, ultimately for most organizations, the organization's success is going to be based upon their ability to hire the right talent into the organizations. High, if not one of the highest priorities for an organization, is having a recruitment process that is set up to be efficient and fair and objective and consistent. If you keep that in mind from the very start, then you're going to have a better chance of finding top candidates for your position at the very early stage, the ones that are going to be strong enough for you to want to interview and that you're going to want to make quick decisions on to get to an offer and a hire, and then your candidates are going to appreciate it, and it's going to reflect well on your organization as well.